Solve the system of linear equations by elimination. Negative 2x plus 3y equals 4 and 2x minus y equals negative 8. Because the coefficients of the x terms are already opposites, you do not need to multiply either equation by a constant, so begin by adding the equations. This gives you 2y equals negative 4. Now solve 2y equals negative 4 for x by dividing each side by 2, leaving you with y equals negative 2. Next, substitute negative 2 for y in one of the original equations and solve for x. Substituting negative 2 for y in negative 2x plus 3y equals 4 gives you negative 2x plus 3 times negative 2 equals 4. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Now solve for x by adding 6 to each side, giving you negative 2x equals 10, and dividing each side by negative 2, leaving you with x equals negative 5. So the solution is negative 5, negative 2. Solve the system of linear equations by elimination. 3x plus 2y equals negative 2 and negative 6x minus 5y equals 2. Multiply equation 1 by 2 so that the coefficients of the x terms are opposites. Then add the revised equation 1 and equation 2. This gives you negative y equals negative 2. Now solve negative y equals negative 2 for y by dividing each side by negative 1, leaving you with y equals 2. Next, substitute 2 for y in one of the original equations and solve for x. Substituting 2 for y in 3x plus 2y equals negative 2 gives you 3x plus 2 times 2 equals negative 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Now solve for x by first subtracting 4 from each side, giving you 3x equals negative 6. Then divide each side by 3, leaving you with x equals negative 2. So the solution is negative 2, 2. A business with 2 locations buys 7 large delivery trucks and 5 small delivery trucks. Location A receives 3 large trucks and 2 small trucks for a total cost of $270,000. Location B receives 4 large trucks and 3 small trucks for a total cost of $375,000. What is the cost of each type of truck? Begin by using a verbal model to write a system of linear equations that represents the problem. Because location A receives 3 large trucks and 2 small trucks for a total cost of $270,000, 3 times the cost of a large truck plus 2 times the cost of a small truck equals $270,000. And because location B receives 4 large trucks and 3 small trucks for a total cost of $375,000, 4 times the cost of a large truck plus 3 times the cost of a small truck equals $375,000. Let X be the cost in dollars of a large truck, and let Y be the cost in dollars of a small truck. This gives you the system 3x plus 2y equals 270,000, and 4x plus 3y equals 375,000. Multiply equation 1 by -3 and equation 2 by 2, so that the coefficients of the y terms are opposites. Now add the revised equations. This gives you -x equals -60,000. Now you want to solve -x equals -60,000 for x by dividing each side by -1, leaving you with x equals 60,000. Now substitute 60,000 for x in one of the original equations and solve for y. Substituting 60,000 for x in 3x plus 2y equals 270,000, you get 3 times 60,000 plus 2y equals 270,000. 3 times 60,000 is 180,000. Now solve for y by subtracting 180,000 from each side, giving you 2y equals 90,000, and dividing each side by 2, leaving you with y equals 45,000. So the solution is 60,000, 45,000, which means a large truck costs $60,000 and a small truck costs $45,000.